All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 26 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24, and at long last, the April Spotlight Drop 5 program is here. Finally. Oh, man, I've been waiting for this one for a while. I mean, look at all these cards that we can earn along the way. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. There we go. Yep, that's it. Sorry, I'm a little discombobulated right now. That's okay. I just need a moment to figure out what it is I'm trying to explain here. So, this is the final drop of the April Spotlight series programs. Obviously, highlighting the best players of the last week of April, as well as some of the players that had a fantastic month of April as well. So you can see here Samuel Basallo, he got a Topps Now card. Spencer Torkelson, he got a Topps Now card. Daniel Schneemann, if I could see that, blasted 4 home runs and posted a 1034 OPS in April. So, dude hits. Josh Young, he led MLB with a 381 average in April, so Josh Young. And then Justin Robleski, I remember seeing his Spotlight Series card last year, so now we get to see it again so soon, too. Let's starting pitchers with a .69 ERA in April. I mean, just flat out domination right there. You got C.J. Abrams, top 2 among National League shortstops in home runs, RBIs, and WRC plus in April. You also have Shea Langolier, who led catchers in average and WRC plus through April 30th. And the reward for this is Ben Rice. He led the MLB with a 213 WRC plus in the month of April. So, and of course, along the way, we can also get the April Spotlight Drop 5 pack, which will give us Matt Olson for leading first baseman in home runs and RBIs for April. Chase Dollander, he posted a 2.25 ERA in 7 appearances in 2026. Yudamaro Vargas, he extended his 2026 hitting streak, to 23 games, so practically went a month of hitting. Andy Pages blasted 5 home runs and drove in 25 RBIs between March 26th and April 29th, so over the course of a month. Jordan Walker crushed 8 home runs in April. You got Xavier Edwards, who batted .336 in the first 31 games of this year. Moises Ballesteros blasted 5 home runs and posted a 1.172 OPS in April. Liam Hicks, top 3 among catchers in average home runs and RBIs in April. Louis Varland collected 4 saves and posted a .71 ERA in April. And finally, Bryce Elder, who led the Braves rotation with a 2.19 ERA and a .8 Fangraphs WAR in April. So there's a lot of packs there. But of course, everyone's interested in the April Lightning card, which is Ellie De La Cruz. So if you get all 4 of these guys, if you have McConaughey, Duran, Adele, Trout, and Rice, you get Ellie De La Cruz. And they're highlighting the fact that he was top 2 among shortstops in home runs, RBIs, and Fangraph WAR in the month of April. And I'm also assuming you guys would like a look at the retro Lightning cards as well. So if you collected a lot of the Spotlight Series guys, If you collected 5 of them, you get any April Spotlight pack. You also get Jose Soriano if you collect 10. Jose Soriano, who posted a .84 ERA with 49 strikeouts in his first 7 starts of this year. And then Chipper Jones, throwback to his hot start in April 2005. He had a top 5 in on-base percentage, slugging, and WRC plus as well. So those are your cards that you can collect for the month of April. And you have your moments here too, so you could get a few more guys. Let's see. They're all 5 stars, right? You could score if you score 10 runs with the Boston Red Sox, you get 35 program stars, and that's already like 35 out of 100, so you're looking at 7 out of 20. Yeah, 7 out of 20. And I need to do the math on the calculator for this one. So 7 divided by 20 times 10. Yeah, you're looking at 35% of the way there. I don't know why I would need to do the calculator on that, but you're already 35% of the way there, and you're guaranteed at least 3 of the cards here. You got Basallo, Torkelson, and Schneemann, not to mention 15,000 XP right here. And just looking at this, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is another 35 we're talking here. So 35, you get to 70% of the way there. So you get to CJ Abrams. And then you don't even have to do that many missions with the April Spotlight or with any of these missions. So it's very much worth. It may very well be worth doing. So that's that. I believe that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You also, if you haven't done this already, you should, because this is a chance right here to earn some of those Spotlight guys that you didn't earn. So you just by doing the event, you could do this. So I think that's very, very worth it right there. In fact, you could probably grind both the Spotlight program as well as the Showcase event at the same time. Why not, So the first thing I'm going to do is get these moments done, because I want to get some of these cards and have them for my event lineup when I do them later. Attaboy Schneemann. All right, so one more hit, and I'm all good. Oh, please be over his head. Okay, so that came like a few at-bats late, because I could have used that on the first swing, would have saved me some time. But you know what? I'll take it. As long as I get it done, that's all that matters. Sorry, I was a little distracted by my phone here. Another nice win for the Mets yesterday against the Colorado Rockies. It's a shame that today got rained out or that it got postponed due to inclement weather, but I mean, that's the way it is. So there's Basalo. I really think that Carson Bench is starting to come around. I know I was harping on him last month for the way that he was playing. Um, you know what? It happens. Rookies go through an adjustment period. So it's important that you be patient with them. Obviously, I would have liked Carson Bench to keep his start on opening day going, where he blasted the home run. Obviously, I would have liked that. But as long as he's picking it up now, and he's making some really impressive catches in the outfield. Like, he may not win the Gold Glove this year, because it's a little early to do that right now. But I think he could potentially, if he continues on the path that he's on, he could be a future Gold Glover. And that's something the Mets haven't had in a long time. Although, I'll be honest, I think there were some former Mets who got snubbed from the Gold Glove Award. They probably should have gotten it. Lindor, Nimmo. Well, current and former Mets, I should say. But still, like, Carson Bench is on a good path, and I like what I see from him so far. Fielding, and now his bat is coming around. So that's a good sign. And the other thing too that stood out to me from that game yesterday, um, just Mark Vientos, the way that he was hitting the ball, he was getting unlucky. All right, he he was hitting the ball hard, and honestly, in any other conditions, those balls would have been out of the park. They would have been home runs, no doubt about it. Strike three, sit down. But the other thing that I'll note too with Vientos is that, and I was screaming this at my television yesterday while I was watching the game. If he knew that the conditions were not right for a home run, then he needs to make that adjustment. I know it's easy. It's easier said than done to look at a pitch that you're like, oh, I can crush this. I can crush it. But you have to understand the conditions that you're playing in. And I'm glad that at one point he finally realized that and just said, you know what? I'm going to go with the base hit, drive in 2 runs, which is important right there. And drive in those runs that the Mets needed. They needed those runs because those 2 runs were the difference between them going to extra innings and them winning the game. So, it's nice to see that Vientos, if he could just dial it back a bit at times, there's no doubt in my mind that he could be a power bat that they need in their lineup. I mean, they need any power bat at this point. They've been having a hard time with power. So if Vientos can just channel a bit of his 2024 self, that would be very much appreciated and go a long way towards getting the Mets back to where they need to be. Here I am sounding so hopeful about the Mets turning it around when all of last month I was all doom and gloom because they finished the month with a record that where they had twice as many losses as they did wins. And that was hard. Now, under the old playoff format, and I'm talking like I want to say 2015, the Mets would have no shot. All right? Their season would have been over. But thanks to the expanded playoffs, their season, it's not over, but it definitely makes it harder. Obviously, you're going to need Clay Holmes and Nolan McLean to continue doing what they're doing. You're going to need Freddie Peralta to step up. And then you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do with Kodai Senga and David Peterson. Obviously, what they did yesterday, I mean, it worked up until Peterson started giving up those runs. But it worked. And some of the guys in the bullpen are stepping up as well. That's nice to see. You know, Brazaban. How about Brooks Raley? He's been a solid reliever out of the pen for them. And at a time where where they hadn't gotten exactly the best from Luke Weaver and Devin Williams, that's so important that they have some relievers they can rely on. Dang, Shea. All right, now if I could just get one more hit. Just one more, and this is done. Not a hit. Come on, Shea. Gonna have to do this again unless the A's can somehow. Yeah, I didn't think so. It's funny to me that they still give the A's the OAK abbreviation, even though that they're not in Oakland, and they've moved out of Oakland. They're not the Oakland Athletics anymore. So shouldn't it be ATH, their abbreviation, up until they get to Las Vegas? Then I think it's supposed to be LV. Anyway, I'm digressing. You know, it's funny. I didn't realize some of the coincidences that happened on this day in Mets history before. And I'm kind of glad that I've seen it. But if you guys remember from 2022, when the Mets were down 7-1 to the Philadelphia Phillies, and they scored like 8 runs to bring it back or take the lead. Oh my God, I watched that. Well, I saw the score being 7-1, And I told my coworkers, because I was at work at the time, I'm like, they're not coming back. It's over. I'm glad that I was proven wrong. Once again, I come so close. Oh, no, wait. That's gone. Wow. I did not think that was gone, but I'll take it. All right, so we need to hit a home run with Ben Rice. And then after this, I think it's Ellie De La Cruz. Yeah, that's right. It's Ellie. I may give that Boston moment a chance, like a couple tries, but I don't want to waste too much time on it, especially since I really want to get to the event. Oh yeah, by the way, guy, I'm sorry, I didn't talk about the other one, the other Mets moment that was part of it. Uh, Piazza on this day hit his 352nd career home run, which made him the greatest home run, which made him the leader of home runs among catchers. On this date, 2004. Was I watching the Mets? I mean, I was following them, but I wasn't at that game, and I don't think I was watching it either. Because I would have remembered it. Mike Piazza is my favorite all-time catcher, all-time baseball player. So, seeing him hit a record like that, believe me, I would have remembered it if I saw it. I don't know if it's me, but it seems like this Ellie De La Cruz does not run as fast as his live series one. Yeah, look at that. 73 speed. 73? I thought this guy was supposed to have a lot of speed. What happened? He doesn't have it? Oh my gosh. You know what? I'll say this. I am very surprised that Brendan Nimmo did not get a spotlight card. I thought for sure he would have gotten one. So I'm very surprised by that. I'm going to try and stretch it. Oh my gosh. At least that's an extra base hit. Please don't be caught. Thank you. A 91-mile-per-hour circle change. Holy cow. Griffin Jacks. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, I knew they weren't going to credit me for the double there. I knew. Yeah, better restart. I don't have a double, or I don't have an extra base hit. There we go. There's one. I mean, Matz's slow pitches are definitely getting to me. Like, I'm getting out in front early on them and everything. Maybe I can get another at bat here. Nope. Game's like, no. We'll make you suffer first by forcing you to get 3 hits with Shea Langolier. Then you need to get 2 extra base hits with Ellie De La Cruz. And by the way, he's going to be a lot slower than what he normally is. Thanks, game. Thanks, SDS. that does that? It does. Wow. I'm glad that's going to be a foul ball. Definitely didn't want that caught. Ooh, he gave that one a ride. And it's gone. So finally, we get the second extra base hit that I needed in this moment. So there we go. Now let's see. I'm going to only try this once or a few times, okay? But if it starts being the same, then I'm not doing it. What's important to me is that I need base runners. So if I can get home runs, that'd be great. But I need to get on base. That is not a base runner. And I should have let that one go. That would have been ball four. Okay. There's a base runner. All right, so that's great. Didn't even score one run. All right, we'll give it another shot. Yep, the April Spotlight Drop 5 program is in there. So is Ellie. So is all the new content. So it's all there. In fact, that's what I'm grinding right now by trying to score 10 runs with the Boston Red Sox. I think I should because I'm going to be grinding the event as well, the event program. Um, first I need to at least show that I attempted this extreme moment. And then I can move on. I would say I'm more concerned about his speed being weak than it is his power. But I'll show you his attributes once I get out of this moment. And then you can determine that for yourself. No, he's only got a 73 speed. Only 73. So he is slow. Alright, this will be my last attempt. Because I haven't even scored a single run. And when you play the moment with him, you'll understand what I mean by his speed being not as quick. You'll understand. You'll see the difference. Well, I don't think they wanted a 99 uh, yet this year, other than the live series collections. So to kind of bring him down, I guess they had to take out his speed. Or turn his speed down a bit. Alright, I gave it my shot, but if all I was getting was one hit, then it wasn't good enough for me. So his power against lefties is 97. His power against righties is 80. He has very low vision, and like I said, his speed is at 73. So, that's what he looks like, or that's his. Yep, those are his attributes. Of course, you could always get Chipper Jones. Chipper Jones is a far better hitter, at least, yeah, like contact wise, power wise. Well, power wise, not so much, especially against lefties, but righties, yeah, he rakes. But his vision is far better. So I think I'd rather have Chipper, but the thing is, I never play well with Chipper. Other people are like, oh, Chipper, he's the best. I love using him. I use him, and he does nothing for me. All right, I'm going to head into the event. And now I can also worry about the multiplayer program too. Truth be told, I'd rather have Mauricio at third. I think you can buy them on the marketplace, but that's about it. I wouldn't say you'd have any other option. So like Colson Montgomery or oh, okay. Oh, if you want the fastest to grind in MLB The Show 25, download the Created Stadium. What was it? The one that I played at. Oh God, I can't remember its name. Lugraza. That's what it is. Lugraza. Download Lugraza. I'm telling you, you are not going to regret it. Moose Theater J? Moose Theater J? Okay, whatever. I did not mean to swing at that. I meant, I did swing at it, but I was hoping I would hold up. Guess not. What up, SB Champ? How are ya? You grinding the spotlight drop content? Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, but I'm also trying to um, grind the April program as well, the event program. So that's the April Showcase event program. That's what it's called. What is that? Yeah, that would be a minor problem. But hey, get a few games underneath you. I'm sure you'll remember. Just making sure. Wow. Hung that sinker down the middle, and yet my opponent didn't take advantage. I'm lucky on that one. Come on, go out, go out. Yes, sir! Home run! Let's go! I got fooled by that. Dang. You know, it's funny. I'm early on a lot of these pitches. You know, usually online I'm actually late. See, like there. Oh wow, I am lucky. Nice, got him. Woo! Don't know how a 100-mile-per-hour bat off the ball is a grounder. You know, analytics says that that should have been in the air. And that probably should have been gone. But it's analytics. Well, that's unfortunate. Thought we would have gotten the win, but gave up that home run, so it is what it is. Mauricio? Dang. I'm probably safe there because I slid to the right. If I didn't slide to the right, probably would have been out. And that's gone! Two-run homer! Juan Brito! Oh my god. Good strikeout. Now that one, oh wow, good timing. Okay. There we go. There's the late timing. I was looking for the strikeout there. Oh well. Guess I'll take the out. Strike three, sit down. ABS. The new strike zone. That's the reason I got the strikeout. Wow, so all my hits in this game were extra base hits. Two doubles, two home runs. That is incredible. Of course, I don't make any progress, but I'm okay with that. Honestly. Well, let's keep it going. No reason to stop now. All right. Ooh, we're playing at Dodger Stadium. Nice. J2 Slizzy or J2S Lizzy 13. Best of luck. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy the event. Let's have a good game. Inside out's the pitch. Hey, I tipped my cap to my opponent on that one. Oh, they're a Mets fan because they have the Mets logo as, or the Mr. Met as their icon. Nice. All right. Fellow Mets fan. Love to see it. Doesn't mean I'm going to go easy on them. Okay. Now we're getting to the. Now we're getting behind the pitches. Well, that was going to be a strikeout anyway. Ian Happ? Nope. Just a long fly out to left field. Beautiful Trout. I mean, it's not an extra base hit, but it's a hit nonetheless. Wow, and a 114 mile per hour hit at that. Again, analytics says that ball should be out of here. But Trout hit it on the ground and just enough to get it past the infielders. Oh, talk about lucky hit. Ooh, I almost got him. Almost got him there. Strike three, sit down. Oh, I thought there was a double play. Guess not. Okay. I really wish I would have gotten the win for Tom Glavine, but unfortunately, just not meant to be. Joe Adele with the home run. Let's go. What a blast. Go, 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 go. Go three, go three, go three. And that's where it's going to stop. 36 beat, that's enough. Oh, man. How about that? A triple. Going to intentionally walk McConaughey to get to Maurice. Oh. Because they're going to bring in Raleigh Fingers. And set up the double play ball. Nah, 36 speed is too slow. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, Mauricio. I'm sorry. But hey, one run off of the home run by Joe Adele. Not to mention the triple for Valenzuela. Or Valenzuelan. That's not too bad. No? Oh. Yeah. Although West Coast games, the ones that start late, those are like I watched the Mets Dodgers series in I think it was 2024 while I was in London, and I was able to catch like the sixth inning on, and I was like, holy crap, that's amazing. West Coast games? I can tell you they're like 3 hours behind me. So when the Mets play on the West Coast, like the Dodgers or even this week, oh, early morning for you. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, GG's to my opponent. That was a hard fought battle. That home run by Joe Adele, that was the difference. Woohoo! We got Josh Young. And we got 15,000 XP. So I'm very close to getting to finishing this up, which is nice. And I got some packs. Well, I mean, I don't think it's the end of the world because the eventually there will be a rewind XP path, and in that one you can get all the XP cards that you didn't get from the first time around. So like I might have gone, who did I go with last time? Oh gosh. So I went with Murakami for the first one, but then when they do the rewind, I could go get Ronald Acuna Jr. And same thing for the second inning. This one I might do Babe Ruth because I need his contributor card in order to get the voucher for Miguel Cabrera. So in the rewind one, I could just get Randy Johnson and have that be my second half. So that's ultimately what I'm thinking here. Oh, I need stolen bases. Oh shoot. Should have thought about that. I mean, that makes sense. Babe Ruth, I mean, you're talking about one of the greatest player, if not the greatest player, baseball player of all time. And then Mickey Mantle, I mean, one of the best center fielders of all time. Like when you say Babe Ruth, everyone knows. Oh, yeah, Babe Ruth. Baseball, Yankees, all that stuff. Curse of the Bambino. I don't think I'm going to be matching up with my opponent here. That's a shame. All right, so we'll just try again. Someone trying to bat with old bats. They're so heavy. Which is probably why there were a lot more home runs. Because those bats, in baseball, in order to make the bat feel lighter, what we would do is put like this little metal circle on our bat. We called it a donut, essentially, and you would practice swinging with it, and it was supposed to make the bat seem lighter when you actually swing. So I can only imagine having to swing with those kinds of bats. But that would explain why guys like Babe Ruth and Ted Williams were able to hit a lot of home runs in their time. Not to mention that you had stadiums like the Polo Grounds at that time. Okay, I don't think this is a internet issue. I have a feeling that this is MLB The Show once again messing with me. So I'm going to back out of Diamond Dynasty real quick. We'll go back in and hopefully I can play. Sometimes Diamond Dynasty, you just need to back out and then go back in. It's not that big of a deal. But it's very wonky. And other times, maybe you just need to restart the game. Let me just try playing a mini seasons game. Let me at least do that. And if I can't do that, then I know this is a me issue and I need to restart. I don't want to because that's going to make this a two-parter stream, which I don't want to do. But if I have to do that, then I've got to do that.